Thought I'd do a video real quick. Haven't done one in quite a while. I've been playing, I don't know if you can see that, probably not. Anyway, playing Shadow of the Colossus. And here it is, another remake, port over for the PS4. This one really is a remake. They both done it from the ground up and all that good stuff, and so they really done a lot to the game. And this game came out, what, about 12 years ago, 14 years ago, and this game was first released, which I didn't play it at the time. I missed it, okay? Never beat the game, so for me it's a new game, but to tell you the truth, it's an odd game. I don't understand why there's so many people that love it so much, because the only thing it is, it's just boss fights. That's all it is. I mean, you know, you ride your horse from this area to another area to a different area. You have an open area, you know. I mean, the graphics are good for a game being so old. Okay, I give it that. Graphics are very good for how old the game is. But all you do is fight boss fights. I just find it odd that they made a game with just that alone. As far as I know, there's no other enemies in the game. There's no, you know, little enemies or mid-sized enemies. There's no other enemies but big boss fights. So, which I don't think it hardly has no replay value. I mean, I would want to replay it again, okay? I wouldn't, just me. Will I beat the game? I don't know. I might get tired of it and just put it on eBay, and that's the end of it. I don't know if I'll beat it or not. So anyway, I've been playing this and been playing Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3 and a little bit of Madden, but mainly been playing old games. I mean, Dead Space 2 is a, you know, 360 PS3 game. You know, Dead Space 3 is an older game too. Where in the heck is all the newer games, man? I mean, boy, you talking about the last several weeks, man. You talking about boring for games, man. They ain't really been crap out. Just some older games. In Dead Space 2, I played that game. This is my third time going through it. I think it's one of the best games he ever created. It's Dead Space 2. Awesome game. I mean, it's just awesome. It's a game you can replay again, and it's awesome. You still die a lot in that game. At least I do. It's a very challenging game. So I love the Dead Space series. I love the BioShock series. It's games that you can go back and replay again. It's a very good time to do it again, because there's hardly nothing out for newer games. And the newer games they do have out, it's a bunch of crap. At least that's what I think about them, is a bunch of crap. What is it, April, we got the new God of War coming out. End of March, we have Far Cry 5 coming out. I don't know. God of War, I'm sure it'd be a fun game to go through. Far Cry 5, I don't know, man. Done them series so many times. It's kind of like the Creed games, Assassin's Creed. Them games, man, I'm just burnt out. I don't know about you guys, but man, I'm just burnt out of them games. I did try the new Assassin's Creed. They did come out, and I did play it, but man, I got bored with it. Just done it so many times, you know. So, you know, here we have Far Cry 5 coming out at the end of March. But basically, that's all they have. I mean, sure, they got some other games, but they're just unknowns. probably weak titles, you know, no good. And, you know, maybe I'm kind of burnt out on video games, too. I think I'm kind of burnt out some. I've been doing other things. You know, I got other things to do in my life, but I've definitely been feeling burnt out on video games. I mean, they reached a point where it seemed like they really can't do too much more with them than what they already offered. You know, it's just like all the Far Cry series and the Assassin's Creed series, and you know, even GTA series. You take them style of games, man, they've done them so many times. Who is going to come out with a unique game? I mean, a totally unique game. Who's going to create that? Because, man, it's been rinsed and repeated and washed and played and stomped on and everything else. A lot of these games need to retire. I mean, they've done them so many times. They need to retire them, and someone needs to come out with some new ideas to refresh the video games, okay? But if that's all they have to offer, man, you know, it come to a point where, well, maybe a person, you know, won't hardly play them very much. It's kind of just one of them things, if you don't got nothing else to do and a couple hours to kill, you'll go ahead and play something. But besides that, man, it's not going to be no more of these, you know, big old overnight party deals where you're playing a video game and spending, you know, $100, $200 a month on games, you know. I mean, them days are going to be long gone. That's how I feel, okay? At least that's with me, okay? Because I'm telling you, there's so many of them that just need to retire. And it's like the Far Cry series. It's another series been around for a long time. Far Cry 5 coming out. You know, and which I will play it, give it a try. But man, if I get bored of that, I know, yeah, it's changing, man. At least it's changing for me. Okay, I'm already tired of the zombies, the Nazi zombies, which I do got. Call of Duty, WW2, I do have that game. I haven't beat it because I got tired of it. Okay, I got tired of playing it. And the zombies, it's just, look how long they've been around. I mean, Nazi zombies, they came out, what, in 2008? This is 2018. That's 10 years. It's not like because he wasn't good. It's just because they've done him so many times. You know? So it comes to a point where you need to retire the series and get on with something else. Come out with something totally new. I mean, that's how I feel, okay? A burnt out gamer, still playing, not near as much as I used to. I'm probably only playing about 2 to 3 hours a week. Maybe 4, but that's about it. And them are older classic games like Dead Space and BioShock. A lot of this newer crap, man, I don't even bother with.